All right, so our first stop, might be the only stop, is here at Grapevine Wine and Liquor. So let's go see if they'll let me record in there. And if they do, then we have a video. If not, then this will never come out. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're going in to Grapevine Wine and Liquor. So right off the bat, you see some of their private labels here, some of their store picks. We got Rittenhouse. Ooh, this looks interesting. Chocolate Swan Smash. Some Millen Green. Some good prices here. And then we have a regular 94 proofer, father of bourbon, 8 years old, so that's pretty cool. And then we got the barrel proof, which is 11 years old and 126.2 proof. The Woodford Derby, some Wild Turkey. Wow, never seen a Wild Turkey rye single barrel. And then some tequila. Single barrel as well. That's pretty cool. And that's right at the beginning when you come in. So that's awesome. We have some more stuff here. You know, some of the regular things. The mint julep, Old Foresters, some Four Roses. A lot of Four Roses, quite honestly. There's the single barrels. And let's see if we can find the whiskey shelf. So let me back up a little and go through this. So some good shelfers, right? You got the Jim Beam Devil's Cut, some more Jim Beam, the Pineapple, Benchmark 8, Wild Turkey, Jim Beam Bourbon. Not bad. And some patties. I heard that's really good Irish whiskey. That's cheap, right? That it's not bad Irish whiskey because it's cheap. So going around here, damn, they got a selection, good selection of beers. So that's pretty cool. That one looks cool. But let's go over and find the bourbon section. Oh, so you have these Goose Islands, Vanilla Rice Stout. They got the Macaroon Stout. They have the Reserve. Which one's this one? This one is BCBS. Okay, the Eagle Rare one. That one's not found in a lot of places, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we found the bourbon section. Some pretty cool picks here. We'll start from the top. Major Zero's favorite. We got the Willett Pot Still. James E. Pepper is amazing. Not sure what batch that is, but that's amazing. We got some barrels up there. Really good prices on all of these guys. If you're in the Lakeland area, definitely come and check out Grapevine Wine and Spirits. Not bad on the pricing, guys. They got that Silver Oak, the Chateau de la Baude. Haven't seen that in a while. Oh wow, they have the Amberana one and Tale of Two Islands. They have all of the Origin series, which is awesome. This is a pretty cool little sample where it gives you all the Origin series. I might actually get that just for a giveaway for you guys. So that's cool. Got the Old Pepper Rye, which is a pick, and the Stranahan's Blue Peak. Now, I haven't tasted those personally, any of the picks that they have, but they are pretty good from what I've heard. So definitely interested in trying that one. Again, the one that we saw at the beginning, when we first entered, the Chocolate Swan Smash, which sounds interesting as hell. And Henry McKenna. It's crazy how McKenna was hard to find a few years back, and now it's like everywhere. Oh, so here we have some more single barrels. We got the Rittenhouse that we saw in the front. We have this Russell's Reserve, and then again that Wild Turkey Rye. Some barrel bourbon, Foundation, the Zenura, and the Vantage. Have you guys had the Second Amendment one? I mean, the packaging is awesome, but you know, I don't know how the actual juice inside is gonna be. But that's actually one of the better prices that I've seen anywhere. Got the Elijah Craig's, and obviously that is an awesome toasted bourbon right there, which is the Lucky 7. Some Dark Arts, Hard Truth. You guys know I love Hard Truth. And then some stuff there on the bottom. I don't think I've had any of them. Titanium Bonded, 100 proof light whiskey. It's I haven't seen that in too many places. So let's go to the next one. So you guys know I have one of these Doc Holidays. I believe mine is this one, the 7-year one. But then we have another one over here. I'm Your Huckleberry. That's pretty cool as well. Good prices on both of them. If we start from the top, they got that Cowboy Bourbon right at MSRP, so that's pretty cool. They got the Guadalupe and Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, and ooh, look at that special release up there. Might have to see if I can get that one. If that's the special release 4. That one's really good. So they got the Cataleja from Balcones. That's a really good one. And they got some Old Elks back on the Doc Holiday shelf. We have a few more Old Elks and some Frey Ranch. What is this? Cognac Cask Finish Wheat. Haven't seen that one before. The Honorable, High and Wicked, Devil's River, Wilderness Trail, and then, oh, that's a pretty cool Heaven Hill set for the Heaven Hill Bottled in Bond. Some Horse Soldier. Again, good prices. Some Penelope Weeded, Smoke Wagon. I have a lot of the Smoke Wagon, so I really love when they do their like special bottles, like the Halloween one and this 4th of July one. That is pretty cool. Memorial Day coming up. I mean, maybe that's a good bottle for somebody to get. So we have these Hoot and Young 15 year, 16 year, 12 year, 6 year. This 12 year and the 15 year I heard are phenomenal. I believe I've tasted the 12 year before, but don't really remember. It was at a bottle share. But I mean, for 70 bucks, that's not bad for a 12 year bourbon. You guys know I love my Redwood Empire. Those are two good ones, the Lost Monarch Cask Strength and then the Emerald Giant Cask Strength. Really good. We got some Penelope, some Milliman Green, and then we got some like Finnish bourbons down there. Yeah, old fashioned Finnish whiskey sour. You guys seen those? Some Garrison Brothers, Bibb and Tucker, some Balcones down here, TX Bourbon, Rebecca Creek, and then we have the Redwood Empire Devil's Tower. That is such a good bourbon. So Frank August is there, but then we have some of the single malts and some of the ryes put in here. Courage and Conviction, those are all pretty good. I got the Boss Hog 10 up there. Not a bad price, guys. A few more Whistle Pigs, some single malts, I guess a blender. Signed that one, the Solera Finish. Old school label of the Stranahan's Colorado whiskey. We got the Stranahan's 10, the age 10 year. That's a good price. We got that Westward whiskey. You guys know I love Westward. Old Hickory. Haven't had that, but I'm intrigued. We got some Doc Swinson, some more Whistle Pigs, some Remus, Sagamore, Amaro. Oh, it's a herbal liquor. Yeah, that's not my jam. But pretty cool to see all of these here. Some Old Scout there, a rye. That's a cool Jack Daniel's statue. Guys, the prices here are pretty freaking good, and they have a good selection. So I'm glad I came over here while I'm in the area. Over there they got the Magi. You know, I wish I would have gotten the Magi or the Magi Armagnac instead of the Canadian whiskey. You guys know how I feel about Canadian whiskey, but the Armagnac would have been a little bit better. If I would have seen that one, I probably would have gotten that before getting the 26-year Canadian whiskey. Fighting Cock down there, don't sleep on that. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that, Glencairns for Heaven Hill. That's cool. Frey Ranch, Widow Jane, Redwood Empire, Rocket Tops, and Hard Truth. You guys know I love Hard Truth, and that's a single barrel as well. So, not sure if that's their single barrel or if it's a single barrel. What is that? Oh, it's a 21 year. I was trying to see what the Armagnac finish was, and it's 21 year. So we're all looking for the weeded cask strength, but they don't have it here, but they have the full proof. That is such a good freaking Green River. Nice little Bardstown display. Again, this is really cool. And then we got some Bardstown and Green River there. They have the Discovery 5 and 8. All right, so let's get into some more bourbon. Let's start up there. Some Chattanooga Whiskey Founders. Look at that Kentucky Owl. It's a little on the higher side, but not bad because you can't really find those too much. That Madeira cask finish Woodford. They got the Remus 6 and 7 with good prices there. They got a short barrel. That's a single barrel short barrel, so that's cool. The Yellowstone and the Peerless Double Oaked. Johnny Drum, Savage and Cook. So Dave Vogelsand sent me a 17-year Savage and Cook. So always trying to find that, which this is Bloody Butcher. So I haven't tasted that one, but seems pretty cool. Then we got some 2XOs. That Sneakerhead is amazing. Good prices there. Some more Kentucky Owl. If you guys want to taste any of the special limited editions, this Takumi is really good. You don't see this too much here. The National Parks one for Wyoming whiskey, so that's cool. This is the Chattanooga Founders 12. More Savage and Cook. Some Bakers. Short barrel, Noble Oak. Right. Let me know if I'm going too fast. I'm not trying to go too fast, but I know I don't want this to be such a long video. Some Knob Creek. They got a lot of stuff here, guys. Now I see why this store gets recommended so much. Benchmark 8. Early Times Bottled and Bond. There you go. 20 bucks. Pretty good pricing. I mean, sometimes you see them for like 15, but 20 is still a pretty good price. They have all of the grain to glass, the Heaven Hill grain to glass, so you can definitely find them here. All right, so now we got the Jim Beam, the Jack Daniel's here. So let's start from the bottom. These are all shelfers, guys. Should see these everywhere. One thing that I like to do is I always check the actual dates on these Evan Williams single barrel vintage. 4/16. We're getting close to my son's birthday. My son's birthday is 4/20 actually, and my other son's birthday is 7/21. So yeah, both pretty cool, and I'm trying to find those dates. Well, I already have a date for my older son, but my younger son is where I need it. So then we go up a little bit. They got the Von Payne Black with the red eyes, so that's cool. They got a few bourbons, so that's pretty cool there. Look at that. They got some Traverse City. You don't see this one in a lot of places. The American Cherry edition. That's cool. Some Nulu Toasted. Look at this, guys. They got the Larceny A124. That was a really good one last year, guys. So if we go up, we got some Widow Jane. We got the Decadence. The age 10 years. That's a good price on the Decadence. Has anybody tasted this Woodinville 8-year? I'm a little on the fence about it. I don't know if I want to spend that money. I haven't had that weeded Castle and Key cast strength, but I'm not a fan of them anyway. So if we go up, we see some cast strength Angel's Envy, the Calumet 16, Rare Perfection 15-year, Von Payne Reserve. That's a new one that came out. They have the A122 and the B. Is that B525? Hold up. Let's see. No, B521. Damn. These are pretty nice dusties, guys. So, pretty cool. Elijah Craig 18. They have that Opal from Widow Jane, and then the Lucky 13. Whoa, I almost fell.
This is Life Alert. Are you okay?
I've fallen off the ladder and I can't get up.
And then some cool ones up there. They're just like extras. They have this triple oak here as well. Some things here in the middle, and then they got some. That's a cool barrel. They got some Maker's Mark and some more Doc Holidays. So yeah, guys, this is a pretty cool store. Let's go up to the front. They had a few good things, but I can't show them. That is just reserved for their regulars. So just know that they got some really cool things in here in a glass case at pretty good prices, okay? But let's go over here. Just show you this reel here. And they have a whole Blanton's. They have a whole Blanton set for $2,000. So the one I just tried right now was the Chocolate Swan Smash. Can you talk about that a little bit? It was really good, by the way.
So a lot of people have seen these. I'm Trevor, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Grapevine. Nice to meet you guys.
Awesome.
You know, these are very popular for different retailers to do, where you get to choose the staves that the single barrel is aged on for 9 additional more weeks. This was the 3rd or 4th one we've done with Makers, and we kind of knew what to expect going into it since we've done it multiple times before. And this time we showed up meeting with them, knowing we wanted to go for a chocolatey profile with it.
Okay.
One thing that we found with it was it seems it's not everybody, as much as I like Makers, not everybody loves Makers. What we found with this pick is like a lot of people, they come in and, you know, some people are turned off right away and even want to try it, and then they're like, but wait, they twist their arm a little bit to try it, and they're like, man, this one's pretty good.
Yeah. And I gotta say, like, out of the Makers picks that I've tasted, this is like one of the top ones, quite honestly. I like how you said that you guys were trying to find that like chocolatey taste, and it's kind of there. It's almost like a chocolate cherry.
Yep.
So that goes really well together.
It goes great for people that do like the chocolate old fashions too. I mean, it's just another layer of hitting it with chocolate if you love chocolate.
Yeah, definitely. And guys, it's 111 proof, so that's a pretty good proof as well. That's awesome, man. And then here we have the Old Pepper Distillery Rye.
Yeah, so this one's a pretty special rye for us. This is the 2nd barrel we've done with Old Pepper. This is kind of the one we'd like to make people that don't usually like ryes to try this rye. You haven't had it yet.
I have not.
So I don't want to really say too much until you can try it.
All right. And what's the proof on this one? Oh, 116? That's what I saw there?
Yep, 116.
All right, awesome. Thank you. So, bottoms up, guys. Now, it is on the rye side, but it's good rye, right? And the reason I mean that is because what I don't like in rye is like mint and like that earthiness and graininess. This doesn't have any of that.
Okay.
And quite honestly, like on the smell, you smell like berries.
Okay.
And then when you go into it, you get those berries and then a little bit of that rye spice. So that's really good.
I find this one to have a pretty sweet finish too. It's kind of one of the sweeter barrels. Both the barrels that we've landed on with them have been some of the sweeter ryes that we've had, not being finished in another barrel. It's kind of like how we can hook some people to kind of bring them into the dark world of rye whiskey. Is, you know, that sweetness I feel like really brings people over, especially coming from the bourbon side where people day in and day out they drink bourbons, and sometimes I'll blind people on this and not even tell them what they're drinking.
Wow.
And next thing they get really surprised.
Yeah, like, and it's funny that you say that, because if you would have just given it to me like blind, I would have said, oh, that's probably like a high rye bourbon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like a full-on rye.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's awesome. And what are some of the other, not going to taste them, but what are some of the other single barrels that you guys have right now?
We've got our Wild Turkey 101 rye. We've got our collaboration with Lakeland Whiskey Society. This is, we call it Discover Camp Nelson single barrel that we have. We still, for people that like tequila, we have a Dobel Cristalino.
Okay.
It's finished on, oh my gosh, what is it? Spanish oak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this single barrel is finished on French oak, and then they filter it to really amp up the vanilla tones. So we have a single barrel tequila too.
Oh, okay.
We've got, I think you filmed them back there, but we got quite a few other barrel picks back there.
Yeah.
But, you know, most of the barrels that we have open for you guys to come and taste, and
That's awesome.
it's a passion of love for us. You know, being in Lakeland, you know, we have to really love a barrel to buy it here, because some of these other stores, they sell it in a day or two. For us, you know, that's not so much the case. We don't get as much traffic as those places. So if we're picking a barrel, we're going to love it.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have that one open, the tequila?
Sure.
I would love to taste that one, because now you intrigued me with the oak with the oak finish on that.
Yeah, this one's getting down to the last little bit.
Yeah,
Too
I
many
see
bottles
that.
of this one.
Nice.
If you want more, I can pour some more.
No, that's good actually. It's pretty good. Now I've never heard of Dobel, so is that like what can you tell me about that tequila?
They're getting to be a much bigger brand. They're actually like one of the big sponsors, I believe, the PGA right now.
Oh, okay.
They're really known for their Cristalinos. This is the first year I've ever seen them do the single barrels.
Cool.
We have a really big tequila selection here.
I saw that, man.
Yeah,
I
they're
honestly, like, if I would have went over through all your tequilas, like, this video would be like half hour long, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, that is a really good big selection, man.
Yeah, we got a big emphasis on the non-additive side, which everybody's starting to learn more about and stuff.
Yeah, like the G4s. Like, do you guys get? I know one of the questions that I always get when I show any tequila is like, "Oh, Fortaleza," stuff like that. Do you guys ever get anything like
Every
that?
once in a while we get it. We're actually doing a raffle right now where you'll be able to buy a Fortaleza at retail. So what it is for every $50 you spend in store, you say raffle when you're checking out. And every month we have different things that you could be entered to win. This month we're drawing 3 names. It's a E.H. Taylor barrel proof at retail, it's a Fortaleza Blanco at retail, and it's a Blanton single barrel. So that's just a fun thing we do for our customers that support us, and every month we always do different ones.
That's awesome, man.
And the Fortaleza is really hard to come by, but I tell people, some people come in just getting into tequila, and that's like the first bottle they're looking for, and they've heard about it on TikTok or YouTube, and I tell them there's so many amazing ones that just aren't on that level yet, like where people are looking for them and known about, that are every bit just as good, and we'd be happy to show you guys those ones.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, quite honestly, like, going back to like that non-additive side, like, I know G4 is pretty good, and quite honestly, right now, one that We have like a little cocktail machine at my house. What we have in there is Lalo tequila.
Yeah, Lalo's great.
It's really good,
Yeah.
and it's not expensive, right? So
Yeah.
it's good. This is really good. How much is this bottle?
This bottle costs $34.99.
I'm gonna get that, man. That is pretty cool. But Trevor, I appreciate you taking me
thanks
through
for
some of
coming in.
these, man. Showing me the store. Again, guys, Grapevine, beer, wine, and liquor. Right?
Yep.
Awesome things.
Grapevine Lakeland on Facebook, Instagram.
All right, perfect. And I see that you guys have a lot of stuff back there. So yeah, you guys definitely need to come here, check it out, and support your local stores, guys. So appreciate you, man.
Come by, say hey. Appreciate it.
There you go. Definitely appreciate you guys watching this. And yeah, I'm about to go check this a little bit out. And till next time, I want you to please do me some favors, like or dislike this video. Please subscribe, because that would really help me out. And lastly, check out that Patreon in the description, because that always helps out and you support the channel. Until next time, I want you to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.